Hi everyone, welcome back to Bsc Chemistry Study Room. If you are new to this room, please subscribe for more video updates. And if you have already subscribed, please click on the notification button for more video updates. So today we are going to discuss under structure and bonding. So before going deep, let's see structure of atoms by different scientists. Number 1. Sir J.J. Thomson model of an atom. Sir J.J. Thomson was the founder of electrons. This is how Sir J.J. Thomson proves the structure of his atoms. The electron and protons are embedded inside the nucleus. The structure was felt because the electrons are embedded with the protons inside the nucleus, which by electrostatic force of attraction, the atom will collapse. So this is how Sir J.J. Thomson proves his structure of atoms. This is the nucleus. These are the electrons. They are all embedded inside the nucleus of the atom. So with this reason, his structure of the atom was not accepted because electron and proton are embedded inside the nucleus. So let's see number 2, Rutherford model. This is how Rutherford proves the structure of his atom. In this experiment, it was shown that electrons are moving around the shell with high speed, so they would not attract the protons. But this is still felt due to the proposal of James Clerk Maxwell, who says electrons moving with high speed will continue to radiate or emit energy, which causes loss of energy and eventually spiral into the nucleus, and the atom will then collapse. This is how he proves his structure of atom. By Rutherford, this is the nucleus, and electrons moving with high speed, they will be moving with very high speed on the shell. And when electrons are moving with very high speed, they will be radiating out energy. And when electrons are radiating or emitting out, they will finally spiral into the nucleus. And then the nucleus will eventually collapse. So the third scientist is Niels Bohr. This is his model of an atom. So to solve all these problems, quantum theory was used by Niels Bohr, taking into account the work of Max Planck's on energy level. The energy level was quantized, level as circular orbits around the nucleus. So this is how his structure of atoms looks like. This means each energy level has its own quantized energy to which that energy will live forever and ever. So this quantum theory tells us more about energy level of atoms. Then this is the quantum theory. This quantum theory is more important, and it states that matter absorbs energy or emits energy in discrete amount. That discrete amount is called quantum, and any change in its energy level can occur by means of jump. The electrons always do one of two things. They either jump from the lower energy level to higher energy level, to which this means they gain energy level, or from higher to lower energy level, which means they loses energy when they jump from higher to lower energy level. So this is the well-defined structure of atom made by Niels Bohr, to which he provides quantum theory and says that each energy level has its quantized energy, to which that energy will live forever. And this structure was now being used worldwide. It is the acceptable structure now in chemistry, the structure of atom, and it is circular in shape, and the electrons are moving or revolving around the nucleus, around the shells. So this one is the most acceptable structure now that is being used, and this structure up to now is not discarded because many scientists agree with this structure. So now let's see quantum energy and derive the formula under this relation. Is the energy required by an electron to change its initial position, that is orbital. The electrons might jump from lower energy to higher energy level, or from higher energy level to lower energy level. When electrons moves from lower energy to higher, it moves from E1 to E2. And when it moves from E2 to E1, that means from higher to lower, then change in energy will be E2 minus E1, which is equal to HV. And H is the Planck constant, with value of 6.626 times 10 power minus 34 joule second. And V is the frequency of light. V is the frequency of light. And V is equal to C all over wavelength, whereby C is the speed of light. Speed of light. And C is a constant given as 3.0 times 10 power 8 meter per second. So let's assume this to be equation 1 and this to be equation 2. So by substituting 2 in 1, change in energy will be equal to Hc all over wavelength. So this is the formula we used in calculating the energy change by an electron from one position to another position. Let's see numerical problems. 1. An electron flows some flashes of light at 740 nanometer. Compute the energy of the electron given C is equal to 3 times 10 power 8 meter per second, and H, the Planck's constant, 6.626 times 10 power minus 34 joule second. So now let's bring out the data inside the question. The data is given as follows. Lambda, that is the wavelength, is given as 740 nanometer. So now we have to convert nanometer into meter. So to convert nanometer into meter, we know 1 nanometer is equivalent to 10 to the power of minus 19 meter. So now, given 740 nanometer will be equivalent to x meter. So by cross multiplying, we have x meter will be 740 times 10 to the raised power of minus 9 meter. So now by using this formula which says E is equal to HV, let's see how we will manipulate the values given. We know V is equal to C all over lambda, and let's take it as equation 2. Now by substituting 2 inside equation 1, E will be equal to HC all over lambda. Now by substituting all the values given inside the question, we will have E is equal to 6.626, the constant value of H, times 10 to the power of minus 34 joules second, and the constant value of C, 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, all over the wavelength given is 740 times 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. So the unit of energy is in joule. Now meter will cancel meter, and seconds will cancel second. Then we are left with joule. So E will be equal to 1.9878 times 10 to the power of minus 25 joule, all over 740 times 10 to the power of minus 19. Now energy will be equal to 2.686 times 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. So here is a question for you, a brainstorming question, and let's try it. Try and solve it. It is only one question, and the question says, prove that change in energy, or energy, is equal to hc all over wavelength. For a given electron transfer from lower energy, to higher energy, a transfer from lower to higher energy. So this is the end of our today's lesson. And in our next video, we are going to see more on orbitals and shapes, that is SPDF. And please don't forget to subscribe for more video updates. And if there is any question, please leave your questions in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.